I've seen most cases, and as gay guys, we are able to strive a lot. Lesbians are consistently under attack. When someone is trans, have you ever seen us when a gay person, or let me say a trans person walks in, and you say, shooter. So when you see a trans person walk in with their heels, and you can tell this is a man, like the process hasn't really started, like, you know, they were born male but now transitioning to be female. We always sideline them. We don't want to be seen with them. Are we scared because we're gonna get attacked because we're seen with them, or just trying to protect her? I don't know.
I mean, personally, my absolute best friend is trans and is going through the process, so you can see visibly, okay, no, we are going through the process. So I don't resonate, because young trans is a good friend of mine. Have you
been with a trans male?
No.
I have.
Trans male?
Power to me! Anything that looks like a man, I can date.
Okay. Oh.
I think I'm pansexual. Is that what they call it now?
Babes, you're not gay, or you're not bisexual, or you're not homosexual. You are trisexual. You try anything that is sexual.
It is sexual.
Yeah. You try anything that is sexual. Asexually. Mark me present, ma'am.
Does it have two legs?
It doesn't have two legs. And doesn't know how to gyrate.
Is it? No! Wait. Is it trisexual? Like, what kind of fellow trisexual?
Yo.
You don't think you mean?
We try sexual. We try kwasani, baby.
See, now I'm thinking triangle.
No. No, as in try, babes. TRY. One thing about you.
So, no, wait. Go back to this now.
Yeah.
He asked you a question. Do you see yourself being with
a feminine guy?
A feminine.
Like him?
Yeah. The thing is, each guy is difficult, shame. I'm still in the process. You know what?
Yeah.
I think I actually, no, I could probably do that, because I found myself attracted to, feminine guys as well. So I think it's something that I would do. It's just I've never done it, and it would be very foreign for me as well. But things that what I was last week is not what I am today.
Yeah.
So I know if I had to try it out and I experienced it and I enjoyed it, I'd still continue.
But let me tell you something. Have you seen those guys that we call straight acting? Yeah, especially if you're on Grindr, you'll know what we're talking about.
It's very emotionally
when you're on
unavailable.
Grindr, those don't know Grindr, it's like a gay hookup site, right? So when you're on Grindr, people write on their profiles, I don't want fat, I don't want a feminine guy, no fat, no femmes, straight acting, cute.
Angry and I become.
You see, without distorting your situation, I was speaking for the community right now, and I am just speaking my 2 cents that you were asking about same-sex abuse. I was saying the couples that are on our socials that we idolize, 1,000, 2,000 likes. Those are the people that sleep with wet pillows at night. Those are the people that are scared to speak out until shit hits the fan. Now, again, for the victim, it's never too late to speak. But I would like to take this opportunity to encourage those that are in situations whereby they are being oppressed, they are being abused. It's never too late to speak out. It's never too late to walk out of a situation that you feel like is toxic, of a situation that is emotionally taxing for you. You can still walk out and seek help, because we've got NGOs that are out there, LGBTI NGOs that are doing the job. It's in Bajan government chelete. Topic for another day.
Oh my gosh.
Queer well, queer well. Those are organizations where you can pick up your phone at the comfort of your house and dial them and seek for cell phone counseling or press charges.
But also for masculine presenting women, lesbians like myself and you.
Yeah.
I'm saying today, judging from my experience with my ex-wife, it's not okay to actually lay hands on anyone. It's not okay to beat someone else. It's not okay, because those your issues. You can't now justify your issues and say it's okay to do this because I've been hurt. You have an option to walk away.
Yeah.
But when you're young and you have been raised in a toxic environment, I know it's hard, but understand and learn, educate yourself.
Okay.
Right? Educate yourself.
Sure. So, Bansi, another thing that I want to know is, do you guys as lesbians feel totally sidelined when it comes to certain movements? Because I see that gay guys are more protected. How is it a lesbian woman's experience in this country?
Nah, I don't feel protected. I actually had a conversation with a gay guy, a friend of mine. Mm-hmm. He has a personality just like yours, to be quite honest. Yes.
Over the top.
Flamboyant, amazing, charismatic man. Mm-hmm. And he did say to me, Banzi, you know why people will not hear you and why you actually will not be as expressive as me? It's because the world, society of South Africa has normalized gay men or men in general being normal. Everything they say, all of their realities are important like that. When if you would be a masculine woman and you act flamboyant, people will look at you different. Like literally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they would look at me different if I would be flamboyant. Because women are not raised the same as men in South Africa. Let's also be real about let's be real. Right? So that's where it comes from. That's the root of the problem. So as a woman, you cannot expect to be treated the same as men because we're not raised the same as men.
Okay.
On contrary, also, as a lesbian woman living in South Africa, I do feel sidelined, economically so. I do feel sidelined. Socially so, I do feel sidelined with many factors that affect me. With becoming a better person. I feel like economically we don't participate as much as men / gay men do. Asnamal. Asnamal.
Facts.
Oh, serious? I'm not. I mean, lesbians live a very comfortable life.
We don't have money. We don't have money.
I will speak for the people that I'm exposed to, which is more of the gay guys, that I would say I can see when they're struggling because gays most of the time keep a fake it till you make it type of vibe, you know?
Okay. As those opportunities, remember, South Africa has a problem of misogyny. South Africa has a problem with being progressive.
Yes.
South Africa is still discussing issues regarding putting men and women on the same platform. It's still an issue without affecting the queer community. Just in general.
But I mean, when you see the femicide rates, what does that tell you? What does that tell you?
Because also you said something on your show, and you said you are tired of rejection at some point.
I am.
Why, friend?
Actually, you get to be rejected so many times at being a transgender woman. You get to have a man that comes to you thinking that you're a girl, and they reject you instantly after you come out to them. That's rejection on its own.
That's rejection on its own.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of going places seeking for a job, and then when they see. Mm-hmm. When they see the papers, because I actually change an idea. When they see that and then it contradicts what you are, what they're looking at, that's when you get to lose the job. That's rejection on its own.
That's rejection on its own.
So I'm sick and tired of things like those. I just want to wake up and, put my feet down. And no matter how loud you get to be about this, rejection is reality. There's always going to be rejection somewhere in the corners of
But isn't it more painful when it's done within the queer community? Like, how can I win? And then hey, kana khwetsagalang.
Because I think how the community understanding. But then one thing I picked up on is that but motomo LGBTI omong otoba prejudicial towards wena because okhala wena o tla be ele gay o tla mpona ke kena ka di hili ke rokile ke le condensed o tla ba santsa batla o ba self so ke bona into like if you're going to be a hater there's a cry for help. You obviously,
Yes.
you're crying out for help, which is practically why I always ignore my haters. You get to come across a person on social media saying nasty about you. I ignore them because sometimes they, I can feel like, but LGBT, especially the gay,
Yeah, the gay, yeah.
the gay, it labe eba most fulu yona ebile gay yetjhe. So aba elelo gore nna ke extremely. So after ke ntho tse jwalo tshotsho. Ke ntho tse hape o kila bona LGBT, like just because really LGBT ka fela doesn't mean like motho mongwe mo understand LGBT engwe letter engwe I understand how you understand the fully kila bona. So that's why bongata ba rona re leng LGBT o jaja one o jaja wena ona o tlo jaja one and kana go community one ka ofela. And it's only natural because if people could be adequately educated about the LGBTI, even the LGBTIs themselves should know the letter engwe subsumer letter engwe jwalo. I think there would be less prejudice.
And we should understand that some people have assumed the role of supremacy just because they were visually accepted by the straight community than the others. We need to understand that we are a community. Therefore, if others are left behind, then the whole thing is useless. Then it means we are not fighting for a good cause. Because it is sad to understand, it is sad to see that our bisexual people and our transgender people and our intersex people are not included in our story. At the end of the day, this is a united story of the marginalized. We are marginalized.
And then I get to be ridiculed. What's that just the other day? Ne? Hona beking yena nana. Hona le lesbian engwe tsamfani kana on social media. O ke ngwana na le moshimane ba go betse bana le direction ba le babedi. A ke tholang ha ile monneng wa hae. Imagine. I'm like, hey wena, did you know how dirty I am? Ke nka o roka beke ka o fela wa nwa. Nka o thonga ho nyoe ka tseleng.
You know what? No, like I love what you're saying.
Yes.
When people come for you, they don't understand. You can be mean.
You can.
Like you can.
I'm this person that's so good with comebacks. You will never believe that I said that. So ke mo khalemela ke how le lesbian ke le transgender ke tlamile re supportana wena o ntshisa ka batho ne ke se ke batho ba street ke re comment ke re just as meeting ke tla fluka all week.
And Wabona King, then it means we have taken the weapons of the homophobes out of our backs and we are now casting them onto one of us. Just because right now they're not coming for you, it doesn't mean they will not come back for you. When now you are visually accepted, and I'm saying visual because don't you dare think we've gotten our freedom. We're
still far.
It's
a journey.
It's a journey.
You get to be comfortable in your own skin knowing that there's always going to be a person that's going to say ill about you.
Yeah.
There's always going to be that person that's going to hate on you. Focus on yourself. Do you?
Don't you find it exhausting at times?
It is very exhausting. I mean, the LGBT mehla na ho dula o hlaiswa TV bokae ha ona story se senang gain o tjena batho ba qatella ba tseba mo ma ho ntso ka ba lo wa slow lane a tlo fitlang a o give what ka mo.
I come nandi man Butch. I come nandi.
No, it's not nice, guys.
It doesn't go down nicely because you are supposed to be not supposed to be, but the default setting, it should be that you are protecting one of your own. The default setting should be that we are sitting down with our bisexual people, intersex people, and our trans people to say, guys, how are you struggling? So that they can tell us that they are struggling with legalizing and actually putting policies behind the things that are working out for them, like the Home Affairs issue. There's a backlog.
I was about to get to the Home Affairs because it was part of the whole meeting, and when I could hear that trans men, trans women, the way they get so much, like the way they get mistreated, like about party at all. Wabon, mabe figure like no more say flighty no tia kibela, but aksuelo. And I remember it also happened with the late e-commerce. We were going to the Metro Film Awards, so now. They opened his ID, her ID, and then they're like, so you're not supposed to. And then now Amstel is like, please, we don't have time for this nonsense. You can see what's happening.
That's why ke thaba ntsha idea ka ka ga batho. Idea ka e bonwa ke nna fela.
So, like, with the whole trend, because I always thought that, you know, being gay, as, you know, it's easy for you to just be gay and be trans woman, and being trans woman, it's an easy journey. And it seems like it's more complicated than what I thought. Because it's like, it's with us and okay, I'm attracted to men, look in your makeup, and then for you it's a whole physical part and emotional part. How was that for you?
It was very challenging. It was a very long journey because I started, you know, looking masculine. I used to look masculine. It took blood, sweat, and tears to get here.
Yeah.
So I'm not even really sure where you want me to start because there's so many places I could start from.
Let me say right now, today, where are you?
I'm approaching the finish line.
The finish line. Congratulations.
Who are this girl?
Do you understand? And in terms of like, how does one learn to help other people heal instead of just being?
I think you're dealing with two things there. One is, this is how you treat your fear, by the way. It's that aggressive. Take a moment. Secondly, let me not read you.
No,
I'm not gonna read you.
I'm loving this.
I'm not gonna read you.
Read, darling, read.
No. Go on.
Okay, all
I
right.
give you
So
permission.
I'm gonna. Okay, thank you. So consent is everything, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it with my thing. I had shrunk myself so much, and I had misunderstood myself so much, and I had shut myself up so much, and I'd weaponized myself against myself so much that I would choose people who are comfortable around me, but not necessarily what I need. Okay? And because I suffer in terms of like, so people's reaction to me before they even speak to me is, I want to fight you, I want to fuck you. And then now it's becoming, I'm going to follow you. Okay? Right. Because I'm understood, again, as power over. Not power to, not power for. So what happens is I'm misunderstood. I misunderstand myself. I make shitty decisions on my own behalf.
Yeah.
And then I punish you, my lover, for not being what I want, for being who you are.
So this is where the whole emotional abuse comes from.
It's that, but it happens on very subtle levels. Because if you don't pick somebody of equal yoking, you will punish them whether you mean to or not.
Sure.
And that's why I said we're dealing with two things here. My love.
And
My love. Selection. Your HR needs to klaka. If I'm too easy, HR.
I agree.
HR.
Yo, I agree. Like, can we stop going back to the box? Yeah, castle light. CV. No. Can we just dive into Corona?
Are you serious? Like, my HR needs to...
Baby. Baby. And also, when you understand yourself a lot better, you can headhunt, but also you won't need to. So I know that, like, I'm going through a very, yay, guys, go me.
Dry season. Lots of your labias. Very dry. That's good rough.
Spider web.
Okay?
Yeah.
But TBH, WAP. Why? And honestly, and I'm going to say this because however, I'm over it. I literally thought that my vagina had retired. So, like, for the past years, I was just like, what's happening? Are we not doing this? Are we just a functionary thing? Are we not engaging? Where are we at? And she seemed to be like, deuces, bitch. Like, I can't be involved. And it was because I was broken. It was because I could not connect with myself, and so my body left the states I was in before I did. It was because I was not whole and therefore could not function as whole. And if you know your chakras, then it's your creation center. This is your pleasure center. If you cannot enjoy anything, why the fuck do you think you're going to enjoy sex? And so she was like, bad bitch. I'm not playing this game with you.
Wathula, what you do?
I'm not playing this
Enza
game with
song.
you. And I did what a lot of people do, whether it's women, whether it's men, whether it's non-binary. People force consent on themselves because they should be doing something. Okay? Because you refuse to address your broken places. You force yourself to do these things.
I.
So now,
Like you are literally hitting so many people right now, and I am so happy that you're here because there was a time. Remember when I told you that I can actually sleep with and I don't want to be touched.
yeah.
I honestly, it's like even when you try to reach out, like when I'm saying, I'm like.
Because I would, you know, we'd have fun and whatnot, and I'd see Corona Lemang, and then I would say the following day when I go to him or we meet up for lunch or whatever, oh girl, ke sure o khotse gore are chemene next jang. We didn't even have sex. We just kissed and that was all. And for me, I'm not like him. For me, it's the other way around now because I used to be like him. For me, it's the other way around. My sexual drive is very high. I feel like having sex every single day. And even if I have sex in the morning, I want it again busiku. And I want it again tomorrow.
Greed and desire.
So there's a polar, right, of the sacral, right? So if it's inactive, libido issues, right, of the past. If it's healthy, you have a healthy sex life, you have a healthy libido, and you're okay with intimacy.
But
Not
I don't
okay,
mind touching
you're happy
myself.
with
I
intimacy.
don't mind porn hubbing.
So would you, as a lesbian woman, would you consider having, if you're into toys, you know, if you were also into toys, would you have considered the fact that not only, because now this for me is very small, so would you consider having different sizes?
Of course.
Yeah, I think so.
No, of course. Like, of course. Like I said, it's also small, like for me.
Is it really small, guys?
No, guys, I mean,
Let me tell you. So
no.
the theory, the person who introduced me...
There's men who would love to have such a size.
Are you serious?
No disrespect to them.
I'm not laughing.
Guys,
No, but this is very small. Sikho, it's quite small, ne? It's smaller than yours, ne?
But you know, I was so paid to only pipe kaka.
I know Sikho's got a bigger one than this.
Oh, you know.
How do you know
I think
this?
make Jesus bigger than this.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
bikini, that one.
Shortcomings.
Wait, I actually heard this theory. I heard that there's actually a theory that the shorter the guy, the longer the... You
The
get it?
schlong.
The shorter,
Shit.
the longer. I don't know.
MacG's vendor, so he's probably got a bigger one.
Okay.
I don't believe in
They
that.
planted a tree for him.
Is it?
Show me MacG's
They should have worked
hands
on his
say
height.
a lot. MacG's hands say a lot.
You've even checked his hands.
Everything. Everything.
Let's say any vendor lover.
Listen,
No, akuba actually MacG. Oh, nah. You are going to drown.
Kimberly Hole.
I did give birth. I'm kidding. But yeah, well, it's quite interesting that you would consider different sizes because
No, I would.
I never ceased to think, Jorge, you know, a lesbian woman would first of all consider having a dildo. And I don't, at the risk of sounding quite cliche, for obvious reasons, because I wouldn't think, Jorge, lebatla peep.
Well, it's the same as saying that certain lesbian females don't enjoy anal. If you think about what you just said, it actually sounds the same. Guys, your sex life is personalized to between you, what you like, and your girlfriend or your partner or the person that you're sleeping with. when I was watching one of your shows the other day, I forgot her name. I think it's Nyami.
Nyami, yes.
When she
And your
said
mother.
she, like, gay porn turns her on, you know, it just shows how, you know, versatile and how personalized, right, sexuality is. You understand? Just because she's lesbian doesn't mean that two guys making out does, like, not turn her on. You know? It's the same.
Sometimes I would like to imagine myself with a vagina.
Okay.
Do you get
Having one.
an erection? Do you get an erection when you think?
No, like, you know, just having a nice little pussy.
Like, you
But-
doing it, like,
No, not me doing it.
you, okay, so
Me having it.
basically, a lesbian like me, Fuji, remember we'll
Yeah,
talk after the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
So me with this, and then me saying, Puji, come here.
Explain.
Is that how you
With your
visualize it?
vagina.
With your
Imaginary
vagina.
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 Oh, not you.
Yeah, and then send it
E.T..
back to sender when I'm done.
Hape ha o tshabe monologue, wait. She's still a teenager. Adolescent stage is the most hectic part of parenting, I don't want to lie. Because you don't know whether she's already engaging in sex, sexual intercourse, if she's got 1 or 2 or 5 boyfriends.
Or girlfriends.
Or girlfriends, yeah. Because she was a tomboy growing up. And then now all of a sudden she's on the bros on fleek and nails and weaves and there's hair in my house everywhere. Oh, it's annoying. But it's been tough because I had to be that parent of having to sit. The mother's still there. But I had to be the parent who sits her down and say, you are aware, Hore, you're going to start being on periods. So dililietse, and I don't know the sizes. You're going to have to tell me how we're going to work around this, you know? You are aware that when you have sex with a boy, you're not only going to face the chances of being impregnated, but you will have the disease as well. So I don't mind. I can do this and that so that you don't have to be impregnated. Are you ready to go through that path? But just know that if you are safe in that aspect, you're not going to be safe in the other aspect. So it's a continuous lesson.
It never ends.
It never
It never
ends.
ends.
It really never ends.
And so now with your two, is it a boy or girl?
It's a boy.
It's a boy, 2-year-old. And me and Born, we had a deep conversation on Instagram and I was laughing. I was like, yo, this is so deep. Wait, I don't want to ask so many questions. So, and then after you gave birth and then you went full on lesbian.
I'm not saying I went full on lesbian. I came in, the baby daddy, we broke up like even way before the baby
Was born. Okay.
And then I stayed single. So I stayed single like for 3 months, 4, and then I met the woman.
Okay.
Yes, I
While
was-
pregnant.
No, after giving birth.
After giving birth,
Yes,
okay.
after giving birth.
Mhm.
I met the woman. I was in the mall. I was with my son, busy doing the shopping there.
Yeah.
And she's just walking. Like, I think the eye contact multilingual. Sabonana. Then she saw me. I thought she wouldn't approach me. And then she did. Then we exchanged numbers. Then we started talking.
What else shall I do lesbian with?
Hape alena maitshwaro gore.
And then
we started talking. We
Thandi
talked.
Zindaba,
Hey, di monate gore.
Okay, we dated. Okay, I just said yes.
and then you said yes.
I said yes. Okay, I love the fact that she was married as well. Like everything, they just, you know, ihambe fast, yahlangana, the connection. She loved my son. You know, like, yeah, we're like everything.
But about pet.
Like, I'm not.
Mini Cooper o tswile karamo. Nana batching e tshwantse go tswe Mini Cooper, wait. How o dlala ka batching
I'm not
game?
wrong. Okay, we dated the whole of 2018, but into like the red flags that came to me, she wouldn't allow me to go to her place because she would always come to me. I would never go to her. You understand? I would ask myself like, okay, maybe agahlali a back room, a flatin, uhlale back room. Maybe she
Uyaswaba
unamahloni. I was like, okay, it's fine. Let me mize it.
Yeah.
Let me keep quiet. Okay, we dated the whole of 2019 towards Corona 2020. Then that's where the problem started.
What was this problem, my love?
I started getting some weird calls. Like, a lady would call me and be like, yeah, when it's fair, babe. You understand?
Yeah.
She was like, yeah, when it's fair, babe. Oh, nguwe no pizno mfazi wami. It's umfazi. I'm like, umfazi. Hey, okay, I dropped the call. I keep quiet. Then, okay, she called me with this ngalama number line several times. Kwaza my private calls. Private calls escalated to messages. Messages escalated to azafika nagwami lapha engihlala khona. I don't know how she found out where I live.
Yeah.
She eventually found out. She's beautiful. And
You don't want to take it away from her.
I don't want to take it away from her.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't, you would say that Kadi online dating, it's a bit dangerous for a person living with albinism?
I don't want to say it's a bit dangerous. It's just that obviously I just don't like it because I've never, with all the people I've dated, I've never like met them online dating, or like they've never really like they didn't approach me like, you're cute. It was the thing of like, okay, now I'm with Katli, for example, and then like we spend a lot of time with each other, and suddenly there is like chemistry. I've never really met a person be like, you're cute, I would love to date with you. No, it was like that thing of like us having feelings for each other, and then like after maybe accepting that we have feelings for each other, and then like talking about it, be like, okay, I actually feel tingly with you. Yeah, so I've never really like dated in a way I'm cute or like so that is like
Azanka la shelwa.
azanka ka shela or like azanka ka shela motho o mongwe. So it's so weird for me, like it's still weird to this day because I've never with all the people I've dated, I've never like, you know, started with communication. It's always feelings first.
It's always feelings first.
Yes.
And so now how do you start this? What are now these your friends or that you end up dating? How does it work?
No,
when you say like it's chemistry, you spend time with them.
It's not like friends. It's like obviously when I started dating in high school. So okay, not like in primary.
So you were dating in primary?
I didn't date. I kissed a boy in primary.
In primary.
Liked it.
Oh, my 2K1.
Yeah, so that happened because of obviously the boy was like a superstar football player. So
And about us to
so obviously, so honestly, this place where in my primary school, like Rejection and everything. So this other time he was alone preparing to go to a soccer practice match, and I went there and I didn't have feelings for that person before. So that time I don't know what happened. I don't know. I feel like spirits or something was just going through the room. I started feeling something because I literally went there and I was like, what are you doing? And then that's when I discovered, oh, what am I feeling? Obviously I'm still like
young.
I'm still young. Like, I'm confused. What am I feeling? And you know, everything led to one another, like, you know, touching, and now we kissed. And then the boy obviously was, I cannot say he is gay. I don't know. I actually don't know. But like, yeah, he never dated a boy. So we kissed, and like it was weird for both of us. So yeah, that's
how it all began.
Yeah.
In high school, you also dated.
High school, I also dated.
So high school I said cum laude.
In primary, I started like kissing that boy. Like maybe in I think it's grade 6. I was still little. In Salmwana, Mapimpan.
So.
And me, I'm that kid. Even in school, guys, they knew me for the arts. Like you'd be in grade 4, I'd still be the Beyonce of whatever that's happening in grade 4.
Yes.
Go to grade 5, I'm the Beyonce. Go to high school, I'm the Beyonce. Guys, I was a Sarafina before.
Yes.
Sarafina's a girl, but me, because I could dance better than anyone in the school, I had to be Sarafina.
Yeah.
You can't fight with me. I am Sarafina.
No, but we're looking for someone's light skin. Who's watching? Just like, no, Maraki Sarafina.
Who is the choreographer? It's me.
It's Square.
I'm gonna bring the moves that I know that the girl that's supposed to be Sarafina can't do. Girls, I'm going to be manipulative about this because I am the Sarafina today. Do you understand me? They don't know I did this in high school. I hope y'all are not watching.
So you're taking over spaces, Nje.
I was like, look, I'm gonna be the Sarafina of this game.
Listen, you're the producer. That
Yo.
time you're writing the script so
Tyler
you can
Perry.
be the main
Girl,
cast.
the bouncer even at the show. The bouncer, because I was choreographing, so I was like, oh, girl. I'm okay, look, I'm Shasha, you and I are friends, right? So I've got this routine that I want us to do. I'm quite the guys. Saying the easiest moves in contemporary dance, but she's there like I'm killing it. I'm killing like, yeah, you're killing it, fella, girl. We are killing this thing. And guys, it ended. But it had to be done, and it was done, and that's how we won. And then now they all know in the school, had it not been for this child, we were not getting a trophy because people just stand up when he comes out. Oh my God.
Because you're a star.
And you're a child. You know, when you're a child, it's all innocent. It's that big smile that your primary school teacher says, smile. Smile. You know, I'm fine. No, my penny has smile. That time I'm here. With the West Dental orientation.
The whole crew.
But the
smile, Sila.
It's here because in my head I'm thinking, Oksana, my waist is doing the things. My footwork is murdering them. Siya smile lana. Ona inkinga nezinyo nyana la ukuthi lipekele. Afuna Dr. Smile, I'm sending nemali. Mina bangitshele nje ukuthi vela. Vela siyakulungisa. No time to play. And then so I came up with the name It Takes a Village.
Okay.
So how I came up with the name It Takes a Village. Now my friends in high university. Now, these are the people that were seeing me doing shows, everything. I involved them in everything.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I made friends. Like, others are convinced that we're not talented, man. Let's do this. So I would do a musical, but when I do the musical, when I pitch it, I cannot script, I cannot cast. I told everyone, look, the script is ready. I just need a cast. Cast, audition. And when I pitch with a choir. Call the house parents to like, man. No, we definitely need this on stage. From there on, guys, I fill up an arena with people. We do the things. The script was probably written 7 days before the show because, anyways, I had to do the songs first and the moves first and the poetry first. You understand how much drama this is? And the wardrobe. That time I'm telling everyone about the script that is not written every day. No,
Yo, ngikuvuza kuthi yazi. Manje mina ngilezi sihamba amabhesha wamazwe. So manje kasi there was this gay bash enzima, but people didn't know, yabo. Ezasekas.
Yeah.
So now siyafasa ngamajensi la siyabangena and then there's beautiful gay guys there.
Yeah.
Ne? Trust, makeup clean, yonke into, hips. Breast, yabon. So the poison goes and Max, yabon, we are Shela and stuff. Yeah. They ended up kissing. So let's say mina no silo no two mi sayibona da salaka and the real French, the longest ever. MC my God. No, what's your laughing? Ultra is easy. So when he comes back, I think she got to go out. I'm gonna.
So we are.
I think this person was trans. Where was a trans woman? Because if you're a gay, that's one. Because I'm a gay, like when you're a gay girl, you're probably have like you can just tell.
Master P, you mistake kabani ukuthi wena awuboni.
Untwana was attracted.
No, guys, let's go.
Okay.
Come on. Bafethu
but that's just a mistake.
Under this thing, we are there.
But a mistake. Okay.
Hold on.
All right. To me.
You can't say it's anyone's mistake.